A pre-sentence investigation is a lot like a pre-plea investigation. It just takes place after you're sentenced. If you are convicted of a felony, either by plea or after a trial, and you are going to be sentenced, the law requires that you go through a pre-sentence investigation. Just like the pre-plea investigation, it involves you going to probation department, and they ask you a dozen pages worth of questions about you, your family life, your education, your work history, your military history, your criminal history, all that stuff. Then they're going to do some background investigating. And when I say background investigating, I'm talking about minimal. They're going to make a couple calls to try and confirm maybe your work or your treatment, that kind of thing. And then they're going to send a letter to the court saying what they found, what they think of the proposed sentence, and whether or not they think you're going to be a good candidate for probation. A pre-sentence investigation is sometimes, but not always, sort of pro forma, meaning that just because the probation department says something doesn't mean a judge has to follow it. For example, there's a judge in Rochester City Court who regularly puts people with first offense DWIs on probation. She sends them to the probation department. The probation department says, nah, we don't want this person. They're ideal for a conditional discharge, and she puts them on probation anyway. There are also moments when people go to pre-sentence investigations with a probation offer or even a conditional discharge offer, and the probation department says, no, that's not enough. They need to be in jail, or they need to be on probation, something. The judge doesn't have to listen to it, but the judge can listen to it. You could be allowed to withdraw your plea if she reads the pre-sentence investigation and decides that the appropriate sentence is not what has been agreed to, and you work from there with your attorney and the prosecutor to find something else that works, or you go to trial. My name is Adam Militello. I'm a DWI and criminal defense lawyer in Rochester with another office in Geneseo, New York, and if you have questions, feel free to call me.